Hello everybody. Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. Today's reading will be timeless and collective, so whenever it finds its way to you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading, so see which signs and symbols, ideas, messages resonate for you in your particular situation and help to bring you a little bit of clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, and confused about. This could broaden your perspective, show you something in a different light with fresh eyes, or it could narrow your focus, show you something you were missing in between the lines. Maybe it was in the dark, maybe it was right in front of you all along. It was right there. In the end, trust yourself. Trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to always make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we are all uplifted in love. Let's begin. Actually, I must admit, let's begin again, at least for me. I had the like desire and urge and intention to do a reading earlier, but I don't know, there was a block in the energy. Something wasn't working. It was just like I kept hitting a wall. So instead of getting frustrated, I just took a walk. Actually, I didn't take a walk. I got in my car and I went to the grocery store. But like, I leave the situation, take a breath, change up the energy, and now I'm back. We're gonna do a redo, even though nothing really came through before. So maybe there's a block in energy right now with you, between you and somebody else, maybe waiting for a decision on a job, trying to really get some clarity for yourself, and you're just like I was in like a nothing zone. It was just nothing. It was like blank. So I brought out the Rose Oracle. I've never used this in a reading. Let's begin with the rose. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Start with one card, a little bit of clarity for the collective, a picture of the energy to bring a little wisdom. One card for the collective, please and thank you. That one. And it's the sun. I mean, it's not the tarot, but it's the sun. All right, so this is clarity. So clarity is going to come through. Finally! It's joy, enjoyment, life for success, vitality, and play. So sometimes we're unclear. Sometimes we are in the dark. Sometimes we need to rest, recover, sleep, turn away from a block, do something else, restore our energy, get new clarity, and then go back in. So clarity is coming. It's funny, when I was driving, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should just turn on some music and start dancing. I have a baton, a couple, and I have some LED fiber optic whips that I really like to dance with. And then it just puts me in a moment. It changes up the energy. Maybe when I'm done with the reading, that's what I'll do. But sometimes you just have to play like a kid, whatever it is for you that makes you feel young. Maybe you do it with somebody else. Maybe you do something where nobody watches but, you in the mirror, or just you and your dog, you and your kids. This is really nice to start with. What's at the bottom? The second bloom. Very appropriate. Sometimes you have to try again, sometimes more than once. So the second bloom is, hold on, these words are tiny. It's a second chance. It's never too late. And new possibilities. It does look like the woman in this card is kind of just going internal, closing her eyes, closing his eyes, and just, I'm getting just breathing. But then there's this magical energy coming from the hands. So maybe you need to do something with your hands, build something, cook something. Maybe it's a handshake. Maybe drive a car. Something where your hands are involved. These are hard to see in the camera. It just looks like a blank slate. So let's go to another oracle deck. Clarity for the collective. On the sun, a second chance, a second go. One card, please, and thank you. Light. We have the sun and we have the light. It's going to come back. The sun always comes back. It always rises again. Oh, except in this card, the light is coming from your heart. And there's also these birds. So the birds make me think of like a divine synchronicity, in tune with nature, messages, sound and song. Sometimes it could be birds of a feather flock together. That could go any way, depending on what that vibration is. And I know this is not the message of the card, but maybe for some of you, the birds are a lot of chitter chatter going on, maybe a lot of opinions. So maybe some of you are getting away from that, or starting to reflect and attract people who have a similar vibration, where I'm getting non-judgmental energy, really open-minded, open heart. The heart here is so open. It also kind of looks like that girl's dancing. Light is, imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light. We are. Because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. So when you hit a block, a roadblock, writer's block, a wall, you know, an entirely blank canvas, or just the dark, just go back internal and remember that that inner light is inside of you. Start to remember the beautiful things that you have to be blessed for, the people, the opportunities, your lessons. What makes you special? What makes you really, really unique, different? It could be a subject that you're into, a talent that you have, knowledge, experience. What makes you really unique? Remember that right now. What's at the bottom of this deck? Memories. This girl is just, she has her eyes closed. Everyone has their eyes closed here. Now I see somebody like squinting at the sun. Maybe in some instances, your vibration or your light is almost too bright for somebody. Like they're attracted to you, they're attracted to this light, but they have to put on some sunglasses in the meantime, you know, to get used to something. That was a really weird message. There's a candle in your head, there's a key, there's a bunch of memories and a letter and a rose and a heart. So I just see like memories on the wall. Maybe you're looking through an old photo album. It could be somebody still in your world, or somebody that maybe has passed. Sometimes there's that out of sight, out of mind. So you can go about your daily activities and such until maybe somebody's picture pops up in your mind, you hear their name, or maybe you pass a picture in your phone, I don't know, on your Facebook or something on social media, and you forgot about a certain time that was special. I just thought of a friend that passed. There's a picture of us all, and we all have like crazy glasses on. I don't even know who had those glasses. Who goes to a place and has like 8 pairs of weird glasses with them, but we all had crazy glasses on and took a picture. Aw, so maybe if you're thinking about somebody that's not around anymore, it's just sending out some love, a little thank you, how special they were to you, how special that memory was. Just some love throughout the universe, through dimensions. They're gonna feel it. Or maybe if somebody's, you know, popping up all of the sudden that you haven't thought about in a really long time, they're sending you a little bit of love. I'm not sure why I got that from this card. So the key is next to the box. There's also a tiny little nautilus. That always makes me think of the Fibonacci sequence, or like a spiral staircase. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in this, oh it is, who are here in the spirit world. Oh, I just got chills. I got the goosies. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. Oh, this is really sweet. So maybe some of you are thinking about somebody that's no longer around. You know, just a little like celebration of their life inside of your heart. Maybe you can talk about it with other friends that knew this person. Maybe some of you are even dreaming about this person. Sometimes when somebody just passes, you don't really dream right away, but maybe some of you do. But I feel like as time goes by, maybe when we're ready, they pop up in our dreams. And I feel like when you dream about somebody who passed, they're not normal dreams. Those are different kind of dreams. They feel so real. They feel very, very real. I did have a dream a while after my grandmother passed, and it was weird because I saw her young. I knew it was her, but I never really saw her really young. So maybe you even dream about somebody and they look a little different than how you knew them. I mean, you do have this like fun vitality, life force. Maybe you get a message. So these are sort of deep messages coming through for you guys today. Let's do one card. Do I have this here? I don't see it. I just see the box, so we're not meant to do that. Let's do the Energy Oracle. Pull one card for the collective. Clarity on memories. Did I even show you this? Hold on. I showed you the light. Oh. Well, this popped out when I moved memories, so maybe this is meant to come out as well. Study. There's books. Her eyes are closed again. Blue butterflies. Novel. Maybe that's writer's block. Learning something new, going back to school, helping somebody younger learn something that you have knowledge on. Let's see. Spirit has its own special, I can read really well when it's back here. Spirit has its own very special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn. Whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. That's true. Sometimes we're meant to teach. Sometimes it's experiences. Sometimes it's just silence and healing or leaving something that we need. And sometimes you get that weird little urge to go down the rabbit hole on something very specific. Sometimes you just I don't know, think about something you actually know, and you either meet somebody else that gives you a little idea that's totally new, or you start down that hole and it brings you somewhere totally different, and that becomes the thing. So if some of you were thinking of actually going back to school, or just, hey, signing up for a pottery class, anything, maybe a cooking class. Am I getting this with the butterflies? I hear astrology. So maybe some of you are really into astrology. You know your basics, your sun, moon, rising, but maybe it's getting more in depth on something, understanding how many layers and how complicated that is. Knowing your Venus sign and what house its placement is in and how it relates to other planets. If it's harmonious, or like creates a little friction with another planet. Let's put this here and we'll see how this fits into the reading. Maybe some of you are even studying like family history or the heritage of your ancestors. Maybe you grew up somewhere really opposite and you never went back to your roots. Learning something about your culture or somebody else's. Clarity for the collective on study, the sun, the second bloom, memories, and light. And the world. I will let you guys know, the card I did pull when I went blank, when I had this the last time, was this card. So maybe some of you are going somewhere in the world, somewhere different, studying something unique from a different culture in the world, connecting to somebody else in the world. That could be via internet, or maybe you just meet in your town. Maybe some of you are moving. I mean, it's a 29. So that brings us to an 11, which is a very spiritual number. 11 is very special. Maybe you see 11s a lot, like 11, 11, but that always brings you back to the 2. And the 2 is partnership. It's creation. I always think of the caduceus, opposite energies, yin yang, above below, black white. And how opposite things can work together to just create something else that's brand new. And that would be the 3, that creative energy. So the world, it looks like you're looking at the world from a different perspective now. The world has its own special glow, and it looks like you're going on a journey towards something. It looks like this is almost a pond. There's like these little lilies like in a pond. And you're going out into this new vast ether, the beyond that you don't understand. Maybe you don't even know where you're going. Sometimes it's really cool to just jump on a train, get off at any stop, like wherever you get that little, whoo, now let's get off, see what's here. Walk around your town, somewhere totally different, or your city, or if you can, just get in your car and just drive. Get to the end of the road, go right, left, right, and just see where you end up. Go on a little adventure and see where you end up. The world could also be a very big ending, a very big start. But I feel like you looking at that world is you seeing something in the world different, maybe within your own world. Let's get another card. Clarity on 29, the world. Study, memories, light. The sun and second bloom. And you have the thinking man. All right, so you have the thinking man, memories, and study. But It's a lot of brain activity going on. And yet vibrational change. So maybe your thoughts are becoming higher vibration. Your thoughts have a different kind of filter. I'm just getting really open-minded. So maybe open-minded about somebody else, or how to solve something. I don't know. Maybe something was like a riddle to you. I just saw like a phoenix. Actually, I saw I don't know what they're called. I can't get it. I don't know why I always reference the never-ending story in these readings, but the something oracle in the never-ending story, and there are those big glowing sphinx things. So maybe somebody was a riddle to you, or you're kind of a riddle to someone else. You're trying to figure somebody out, or figure out why you're not getting an answer on something. I mean, here he has these crystals in his hand. It's in his left hand. So his feminine side, he's receiving clarity. He's receiving this information. He hasn't done anything with his right, so he's not putting any effort into doing anything with this yet. It is absorbing something. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman too, or however you identify. But 6 and 4, so that brings you to a 10. When I think of a 10, I think of the one that I am, but with a big old magnifying glass around it. So it's like extra sharp, extra focused. Look at his outfit. It's very Shakespearean. Maybe some of you do something with Shakespearean text. Maybe some of you are actors, or you study poems. I just heard cosplay. Maybe some of you do cosplay. You're really creative in getting your costumes together. That was really interesting. That's definitely for somebody. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe go to like Comic-Cons. You could even do something online with that. Fun, that's kind of fun. At the bottom you have patience. So something will require a little bit of patience. It's going to take a little bit of time. Patience can be trying and hard. Sometimes patience is nice. It gives you that new space to redo, bring some energy back to you. It's number 16, 7, that's a spiritual number. There is a clock this angel is holding, and it also looks like winter. So something is a little bit frozen, a little bit quiet, you know, underneath the surface. Her crown. It's like crystals and feathers at the same time. Hearing like something is crystallizing. Not sure what that means. Crystallizing. Maybe some of you do something with chemistry, or you're starting to see different facets of a situation, not just one way. It also makes me think of like snowflakes, how special they are. Oh, I just thought of was it Emoto? Who studied the way water molecules look when you, I guess they're flash frozen, and then you see the molecule, but they're put on a word. So when it's on a word like love or Mother Teresa, the crystals formed in this water molecule are absolutely beautiful. And then when you put a word like hate or anger, they're like all distorted. And we are made of water. So if words can affect molecules like that, and our thoughts are things, then our thoughts help crystallize our actual body, chemistry, light, energy, all that. So do pay attention to the words that you think. Remember, we're human. have a little, you know, ease and patience with yourself. It's okay to go all over the place when you're thinking a lot, but have self-consciousness to maybe try to think a little more positive. Try to think about the beautiful things. You know, if you have a weird thought, kind of stop it. Okay, that was a weird thought. And then change it to something positive. That was an interesting thing to get with this. All right, let's go to the tarot. There could be, with a thinking man too, a masculine energy around you if that's not you. Like really thinking hard about something. It could be expansion, like expansive thinking, learn more and more and open-ended, or it could be like over and over and over and over, like repetitive, same things, maybe getting blocked. I have the Modern Love Tarot. Let's go to this. I like that the pictures are very descriptive in this deck. So let's get a couple of messages, clarity for the collective on the thinking man, the world, patience. Have patience with others too. Maybe somebody you're waiting for somebody to make a decision. I see somebody like pushy, like, come on, hurry up already. What's it gonna be? Like getting impatient. So maybe the more you push, the harder it is for someone to make a decision. So maybe just like actually release that energy, have an allowance, bring the energy back to you. This. Memories. Clarity for the collective. And sun, patience, study, memories. I just heard how much you loved to do when I looked at memories here. So maybe there's something that's going to come through soon where you forgot how much you actually loved to do something. Maybe something really different. You haven't done it in a really long time. Maybe something you forgot you were really good at. Let's get some clarity for the collective. Please and thank you. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, her eyes are closed again. I think the only one that didn't have the eyes closed was that thinking man. The Nine of Pentacles is bringing that energy back to you. This is putting some energy into your space. She is so like thankful to be under these cherry blossoms. Oh, it is the cherry blossoms on the side of Central Park in New York City. There's like a 2-week period where the east side blossoms, and then 2 weeks later the west side blossoms, and then there's this magical snowflakes of blossoms that just fall like snow. It's so beautiful. Just to get to see it. Maybe you live somewhere where there's cherry blossoms, or there's something that only comes for a little special time and you get to see it. All these pentacles are hanging like little snowflakes or little ornaments outside, or like little golden coins, and there's a hawk here looking at this girl. Maybe there's, I don't know, the hawk makes me think of like powerful energy, getting your catch, flying above something, seeing real detail in something, but maybe reverse. Some of you feel like you're kind of being watched. That could go both ways. That could be like weird watching or like admiring. I feel like maybe someone's just curious, but your heart is so open here. Usually it's like a earthy energy. I think this is usually associated with Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. That's just an energy. It's usually the girl in the garden. Well, I guess this is a park. That's fair enough. And she's got the big ass bird and her luxurious clothes, but she or he is always by themselves. So there is an energy where you feel good in your own skin, feel good in your own company, you have fun with you. I mean, if you're not going to have fun with yourself, you can't really expect others to have a grand old time with you too. So it's starting to have fun by yourself. So if that's something you never do, you're always out with friends, you're always with your family, you're always around others, then maybe it's doing something alone, going out to dinner by yourself, you know, doing something kind of in your own space. This could mean that the person you're thinking about is kind of a loner, or they're independent, maybe single, or even if they're in a relationship, kind of have their own thing going on. If she or he is upside down, it's like a little too, I hear smug about your own environment, a little too self-indulgent, like I'm hearing proud, but not the positive pride, like the other one, like, I don't know, prideful, I guess. Nine of Pentacles. It's building your own beautiful world around you with your own energy and your own, like, attention to the love of what you love. When I see the Nine of Pentacles, I think of somebody painting the room the color they like, moving the furniture however they want, you know, making a beautiful garden of the flowers they always love to smell. Just somebody that's really in tune with their own surroundings, putting a lot of work and effort in. Clarity on this Nine of Pentacles, please. We have the Page of Wands. Oh, she's so cute. Maybe this is the cosplay thing coming back, guys. And there's a unicorn. There's probably one unicorn in this deck. And we got it, guys. So, you know, I just see like this is that pure of heart, spirit, purity, true like intentions, good values. There's also the dragon. So maybe somebody really likes dragons. I like dragons too. This younger energy. So it could be a, you know, a page. It could be a child, your inner child. Maybe you used to like to get dressed up, do little stage productions in your house as a kid, or sing, or do something funny. Like I'm getting like put on little shows. Maybe your children do that, or you're a teacher. This could just be a message that comes through that actually gets you really excited. It's that little inspiration that comes through to get itchy to create something, to, you know, just gotta just draw a castle on my walls. Yeah, like really? I mean, it's the page. They're very inexperienced, so sometimes that's good. Just go for it. It could be an amazing castle you draw on the side of your bedroom, or maybe you need to have like, you know, do some, you know, I saw like one of those things where you project a picture up and kind of trace it and do it that way. So it's a young energy. Maybe dive into something. Maybe do a little preparation and study first. Also, sometimes this energy gets really excited right away and then just kind of fizzles out. Doesn't follow through. Clarity on Page of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. It's a fiery energy too. I just see somebody, I hear confidence. And she's doing that superhero pose thing. I think I read that once. Like if you're not feeling very confident, just go in the mirror and like do the, and just stand like a superhero. And it actually does change your energy and put a little confidence back in you. Maybe you just need to put on something that makes you feel confident. Fake it till you make it. Maybe dress the part. You know, maybe if you're feeling a little bit not confident about something, maybe just dress the part. Just make yourself feel like, okay, well, I might mess up when I go over there or say that thing, whatever, but at least I look good. Like I feel good. I feel like I look like the part. So, I mean, that could be anything. That could be cosplay, a superhero outfit, a new suit, a pretty dress. If you're in a gym, like, you know, a new pair of sweatpants, yoga pants, whatever it is. Clarity on the Page of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, and the Fool. Wow. All right, so this is a leap of faith. This is when you get this really good idea, possibly something that could bring you a lot of independence, like prosperity in your surroundings. It could be like your own business. I'm not getting a big company. I'm getting something you do on your own. I see somebody baking. Maybe some of you bake. Maybe even like some kind of service that you can do. I actually just saw, that was weird, because there's all these people with their eyes closed. I mean, maybe some of you don't they have like eyelash people that can go to your house and put the fun eyelashes on? Maybe you are going to school and learning how to do eyelashes. It could be something, it gave me goosebumps. That's for somebody. You could get a really good business. Like, who knew you'd have a second career or a second chance putting eyelashes on ladies and making them feel beautiful, or men. Maybe you do like nail art, or you make, you know, little bracelets or something like this. Something, I feel like it's something you can do in your home, or you go to somebody else's home. Or, oh, why do the messages, I must have the most cool, interesting, unique people that I connect to with these videos. And I just love you all. Because I just saw somebody doing like, how do I even say that? Like somebody doing like maybe bachelorette parties, or maybe like, you know, when they have parties like, congratulations, I'm finally divorced, like things like that. Or just like a bunch of guys or girls that get together and they have like fun toys that maybe a group of people wouldn't go to the store to buy and don't know how to do it online, and they could be with other people that are really comfortable, and things things like you pass it around and certain things like vibrate in your hands. I have no idea how that came through with these, but maybe that's a business some of you can start. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe not for everybody, but I don't know. I mean, that could be like something really unusual. I'm also getting like something really cool you could do for, you know, like bachelorette parties, but more like a shower or fun birthday parties. Who knows? Maybe you do like, what is it, where the people show up at your door in a costume and they sing? Maybe singing telegrams. Maybe some of you do stuff like that. Like, I'm getting it something really unique on your own. You go to different people's houses and or parties and events, or they come to you, and you provide something like that has that sunny energy, that fun. And somehow this could really create some like solid wealth in your house, in your home, in your world. You got this Fool. So if you have a weird ass idea, it doesn't have to be what I said. It's going to be something that causes a little spark in you. You're going to know how special it is. I must have people that do stuff with cars too, because I just saw an artist doing details on a car, or maybe like really cool paint jobs. Maybe even on like motorcycles, or I don't know, something like that. Whatever it is for you, maybe start it because you got the Fool. Do some research, get some more knowledge. Don't be a complete, you know, dumbass about it. You know, do get prepared, be organized. Start to talk to people that may know a little more than you about a business or how to navigate getting customers or all that. But I mean, the Fool is asking you to take a leap of faith. It's a possible, I mean, brand new second chance. It could be a second relationship for some of you. A new relationship, a totally new job. You have Venus here. which is, I mean, beautiful feminine energy, tapping into beauty. Maybe you do something in the beauty industry, or you're in the beauty industry but making it more inclusive of everybody, putting a little unique flair in that industry, getting accepted so others feel accepted. Maybe you're really different. Maybe you're a really good example for someone else that feels really different somehow. That gave me not just the angel bumps on my arms, but it went down my legs that time. So that usually means that's a bigger message for somebody. So if there's something really unique about you, anything, where you're from, what you do, how you look, how you present yourself, and you have a story or like a message you can share with somebody else that maybe thinks they can't do that on their own, or how is that possible? Maybe you can do something online, or I don't know how, but there's something you can do to help not just a person. It could be a person, but I feel like a lot of people. And she just looks so open, like open, open to new advice, open-minded, open to new experiences, open to another chance. There's a book here, so you do have a book. Get your knowledge. You're gathering something here. There's hearts everywhere. And I see the knee. She's bending her knee. Like, what is that? Did I just go Boyz II Men on you guys? On Bended Knee? Is that a Boyz II Men song? I can't hear it, but I have the title, and I think that's Boyz II Men when I saw this. Maybe somebody's getting down on their knees. That could be forgiveness. That could be a promise. Allowance. Maybe somebody's just throwing in the towel, or a surrender. Just peace. The Fool is coming through to tell you to take a little leap of faith. Dive into something a little further and see. It's at the bottom. Oh my. Well, we have Mr. Emperor here. Whew, okay, so you could be a boss. This is a lot of, I'm not getting a lot of relationship energy with this. I'm getting a lot of like self-reflection, I hear regeneration. Maybe a total regeneration in what you did, or maybe, I don't know, I'm just getting second chances, regeneration. I saw like, what is it, when a salamander loses a tail? Can't they grow the tail back? I saw that. And then you have this. This is so powerful. The Emperor is boss, man or woman. But he or she definitely knows how to run an empire, whether it's a company, a big situation, the family, their own world, the world, or a business. And this is really like a mature energy. It could be somebody you know. This could be the person really, really helping you out. He looks he's sassy in his red suit. I mean, you're on a chessboard, so something might feel like it's, you have that thinking man. You're trying to see somebody's next moves. What's your next move? What to do? How to get that queen? How to foresee something. He's holding the queen. But it looks like you're pausing the game. And games, when somebody keeps you on your toes, keeps you questioning, keeps you thinking, just like sharpen up your sparkle. Get your mind sharp, keep you sharp, keep you on your toes. It's like there's two rams. It could be an Aries, but there's two. Maybe you're dealing with two Aries or two rams. You could have been butting heads with this person, or butting heads within yourself. But I mean, if you follow this little joy of something that makes you feel like a kid, sparks you like a kid, makes you feel like it's just kind of fun, like, hey, that would be a lot of fun, or just really gets your interest to get creative with something. You know, it looks like if you do some study, you know, have some patience, learn something new, get your ducks in a row. Eventually you do have to take a leap of faith. You do have to try something a new way, or start a new journey. Do it like you never did before. But it has this just like self-prosperity, this you taking care of yourself. You have enough to take care of others. Maybe you're helping others start a business too. But this guy, it's all of the kings combined. He's like the ultimate divine man, masculine energy. He's persistent, he's confident, he's charismatic, he's sexy, he's the amazing father, he's the multitasker, he's the like the communicator, who's the one that knows all the people, whatever that is. You know, when you know he's got like the contacts. Unless he's upside down, then he's like a true asshole. He's just totally only about himself. He doesn't care about anybody else doing better, and he doesn't really listen to good advice from others because he's a know-it-all. So we're going to go upright with him. We're going to hope that this is what you're embodying, meeting somebody like this, or this is the advice coming through. So don't be this. Go out into your kingdom, talk to your customer base or your lover or your family or your friends, whatever, and get their opinions. Get honest opinions. You know, be smart about which opinions are the right ones to take in. But hear everybody out. See where everyone's coming from, and then trust your discernment to know how to navigate something, figure something out. I just heard take back control. Maybe you feel like you lost control on something, or somebody was controlling you. Hey, no one controls the emperor. But he's not all hard. He has that soft side. He has that side that is compassionate, because that's how the kingdom really rises. All right, let's see. Whew. Do I want to pull another tarot? I don't know. I feel like that was really nice. What are we at? Let's do one more tarot, and then I'll pull a bird card. We'll end with a bird card. I have the influence of the angels tarot. Let's just get a little more clarity. I look at this and I know it can be like father, lover, friend, but I keep hearing boss with this. So that's either within yourself, or that's someone that you feel like it's a mentor, like even if they're not your boss or a boss, it's that energy. It's that big you know what energy. Just like they just have that confidence. So maybe somebody is actually like kind of speaking on your behalf, and they're either by personality, who they know, perhaps position, but I feel like it's more like their trust of somebody else, that they kind of speak on your behalf to open up a door for you, help you out in some way. So it might not be him or her directly helping you out, but he's like the mediator, the person in between. But because you got like, you know, this guy or girl on your side, you have an easy in or an easy connection. He looks very pleasant. He doesn't look like, I am the emperor. You know, he looks like, yeah, this guy's got it going on. Like, I'm going to listen to him or her. It's major arcana number 4. So 4 is stability, and it's a solid foundation. It's making plans, seeing them through. He doesn't stay on the fence very long. He'll make a decision and stick to it. His word is gold. He keeps his promises. He follows through. He doesn't make a plan and then not show up. And if something happens, because in reality, things happen. Sometimes there needs to be something postponed, a rain check, that's okay. But this guy's not going to just not answer. He's going to give an explanation, be very, realistic. He's not going to leave somebody in the dark. He's apologetic. Like, hey, something happened. We're going to have to reschedule, but I'll be there. And then he follows through, or she. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting all of that with the Emperor. I feel like that's little specific scenarios with that energy. Let's get one more card for the collective. Oh, the Emperor, the Fool, 9 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. So clear communication. You're going to have a really good idea. You're going to have that light bulb going off in your brain within communication. What to do, how to communicate, whom to communicate to, and the best way to have that message be received and heard. If this is you or someone else upside down, they're not speaking clearly. They're not speaking up. They're not giving an answer. They're ghosting. They're, wishy-washy. They're elusive. So this usually comes through because that's going to be fixed. Dealing with different in a future situation if that can't be resolved or fixed. You're taking hold of something. Sometimes it's a big sword. So sometimes it is the need to cut out something that wasn't working, to change something, maybe cut some strings, cut some ties, change something around. But then it's weird. I don't know why I'm not sure why I saw this. But then I saw somebody else taking a string and like wrapping it around the sword. So maybe you are like, I don't know what that means. Tying something, it's like not really tying something up. Maybe it's like when you have somebody wrapped around your finger, except they're wrapped around your demeanor, your personality, or the way you speak. You got them like wrapped up, but I feel like that's a really good thing. It's at the bottom. The 4 of Cups. Why is the 4 of Cups here? Somebody's not taking an offer of love. Maybe looking at things that didn't work. That's the want card. Just like, not focus. Somebody, you or somebody else, just maybe they're waiting for an answer, or this is energy going on while you have to show all this patience. Try to get an answer, try to figure something out. Maybe that's how you feel when you were. I don't feel like this is anymore. Maybe that's how you felt when you were trying to learn something else. Maybe it wasn't that thing that made you happy. But this is emotional. Somebody's looking at these 3 things just sitting here. And I'm sure they're perfectly fine. They're not spilt. She doesn't even look like she's looking at it. She looks like she's looking down at the ground. So not noticing these beautiful opportunities here. Maybe this is something already stable. And then you got something really special. There's some kind of thing coming from spirit with this angel here. Saying, here, put this little bit, like take this sip of emotion. This sip of love. This thing. It's a little more special. It's a little more divine than those other ideas or those other old relationships or those other, past things you put your heart into. There is something that's going to feel a little bit different. We're going to take that. I'm not sure why it was at the bottom. Get another card. How long is this reading? Sometimes we just keep going. Thank you for being here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the reading. I hope there's something coming through that is, I mean, these could be totally different situations. Maybe this is a message that needed to come out. Maybe somebody's just kind of like sitting in like boredom land, not, you know, putting any attention into their interests or what makes them feel happy, or seeing how much love is being offered to you or them. Maybe somebody's waiting for a call. You have this by the clarity. Somebody's waiting for some clarity. They feel confused about something and they're trying not to be presumptuous, but they're just like, that's a weird place to be if you just don't have an answer. Maybe that's the Emperor. Like, if he was upside down, didn't give clarity, and someone's just like, hey, I've been sitting here for a little while. I wonder what happened. So maybe somebody, maybe that's you, is waiting for an answer. Let's see. Clarity on this Ace of Swords and Four of Cups. Sometimes when I pull a different deck, it is a different story. You know, there's a lot of people watching, so. Ooh, and you have the Five of Swords. I kind of feel like this is a totally different story than before. I don't think this is the business situation, but it could be. The Five of Swords is dealing with a person that wants to win at all costs, doesn't really care about how others feel, what they think, kind of like, you know, that bad emperor. They just want to win. Me, me, me. They don't try to help others. So it's mental conflict, either within yourself. You know, you're always looking at the negative side of something, or always like not looking at the blessings. Somebody really stuck in like winning for selfish reasons, winning that game. I just see, so you can put another check mark on your list. There's two people just walking away from a situation. They don't even want the swords. They're like, you win, you can have them. So maybe you have to walk away from somebody like this, or that part of yourself. Maybe something isn't really about winning or having the opinion. I mean, it's mental thought. So maybe having that opinion that's right. Like, I knew that's the right thing. Like, I know that. Even if you're right about something, or this is somebody else, if they're right because they have maybe a lot of this knowledge on something, you still have to be open-minded. How others perceive something, how they could understand something, their own experiences. Maybe instead of just being right, try to explain why something is. Clear down the Five of Swords, please. And the Four of Cups. It's usually really different opinions. Maybe just agree to disagree. Or instead of like having such different opinions work against each other, use those different opinions to problem solve. You know, put new ideas on the table. You know, if this is like a person's like, no, it works like this. That's how business goes, or that's how relationships are. And that's the way that you do it so that it succeeds. And maybe somebody else over here is like, I don't know, I went through the back door. I did something this girl's never even heard of, and it worked for me. And there's like I'm not even going to try to change your mind. So maybe this person, even though they could be right, actually has a lot to learn from somebody else if they just open up and maybe hand a sword over. A little surrender, like, okay, well, let me hear you out. I hear unlikely source. Maybe this is, you know, you get really good advice, or something comes through a really unlikely source. You have 8 of Pentacles. So now you have the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles. You could take this person's, you know, if this person's situation, maybe take it with a grain of salt, or learn from this. Get out of this want energy and start to work. Take a leap of faith and put some energy and effort into something. Because the more you start on whatever this is, and take a little sip of this cup of love, it could be self-love too, because it's divine. So it could be like, spirit, hey, like you are really special. Like you really have something. And somebody's trying to tell you how unique and special it is to take this energy, drink it in, put some energy into you, and that somehow changes your energy that you just want to start doing something. Here you have your hands. It has this old woman weaving something. It's like she's making lace. Oh my gosh, can you imagine somebody long ago making that intricate, that's not the right word. It's not coming out. Lace, little details. Wow. Anyway, when the Eight of Pentacles comes through, it's usually something you personally have to put energy into. It's the Apprentice. It's little by little by little by little, or somebody really personally wants to put effort into you. Like they're willing to work. They're willing to do whatever it takes to make something work, make something happen. They're going to show up every day. They're going to be on time. Even if it's just they have a small space to do it, they're going to schedule it in. I can only do it this day, and this day. I will be there. Even if it's something small, you spend something 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day to start something. It's that little bit every day consistently that makes something really valuable in the end. I just thought of a pilot. I don't know why I saw a lady making lace and thought of a pilot. But I think that's one of those skills that maybe somebody has a natural knack for it. I can say this because I have a little personal experience. I did take a pilot's lesson, or a pilot's class to learn how to fly. I flew a little plane. I got to fly. I took it off. I flew it in the air for a little while, but I had a guy that knew what he was doing next to me, and he did the landing. But my dad was a pilot. And I was like, I'm kind of like my dad. I could be a good pilot. I wonder if I do it. But they want to get you up in the plane first to see if you're going to freak out, because maybe somebody thinks they can do it, and then you get up there and you're like, not for me. Not for me. And I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I think I would be a fantastic pilot. The only thing is, you really have to put in the hours. And you have to be consistent. It's not really how many hours you do in total. It's that you do it so regularly that all of the things that you learn when you're in the air are second nature. So if you actually have a real freaking emergency and you're flying a plane up in the sky, you're not going to freak out, because it's like, you know, driving a stick shift. Like you just kind of know what to do. So I didn't have the time to put into it and get up every day or a couple days a week and be consistent with that. At least right now in my life, who knows, chapter 932 of my life, I could be a pilot. But it's that kind of energy. It has to be something where you are consistent. You have to keep trying, even if it doesn't work, even if you have a weird day, a little bit, and just get there, show up. That's what that energy is. And then something eventually just becomes second nature. You're the professional, you know, you become the emperor. It just starts to flow. You don't have to think about it. I mean, some days might be hard. It may always be fun for you every single time. I mean, I came home and I dreamt about flying for like 2 days, like that, like not just normal, I'm on a roller coaster flying, but like really feeling it, like, oh my gosh, like exhilarating. What's at the bottom? Oh man, 3 of Swords. I have to cover her. 3 of Swords is hard. I don't know how to end on that. Giving up something to pursue something else. Maybe you really do want to pursue something, but you need some patience and space because you're feeling heartbreak. Somebody else could be feeling heartbreak around you. It's really when, I mean, here the swords are falling down. I feel like this is healing. It's not like you're in the midst of something. you are going to heal. If you look here, in this particular version, the swords are falling down. So there will be peace, because this moves to the Four of Swords, which is rest, peace. Sometimes the Three of Swords can come up when we give up on a dream. It doesn't have to be, I'm not getting like a lot of lovey-dovey stuff in this reading. Sometimes just feeling like you lost a dream, you know, or like something you really wanted to try, and that you think that dream is over, that can be just as heartbreaking. So maybe it's that this is a new dream, you know, that makes you feel like, huh, you could totally have this, you know, second chance at doing something. It could be, you know, finally getting clarity, having patience with yourself, putting this energy back into you, starts to revive that same dream, make it possible again. And she's like holding fire, which makes me think of that message on the page of Wands, and how the dragon has the fire. I'll show you that. She's receiving it. This is such an interesting Three of Swords. It's like, even though you had something that left, you did have this heartbreak, you have this desire or this dream that you had to let go of, maybe time, maybe family, maybe work, you just didn't do it, maybe something financial, you couldn't do it. You kind of gave up. Maybe it was like a childhood dream, or something you've always been thinking about, or something brand new that gets you thinking like, And for some reason, I get that it's going to heal you. It's going to like take away some of this. Maybe it's not even pain that's outright in your everyday life. Sometimes we went through something in our childhood. Sometimes we went through something like relationships ago, or jobs ago, or dreams ago, and we kind of put something on the back burner. Like maybe it hurt for a little while, but then we tucked it away. But sometimes that stuff is still there. You know, it's still kind of, and if something keeps resurfacing, not pain, but ideas that you should, it gives you that little fire, that little light up. It might just be a totally different thing, but it might be the thing that you need to create the healing in you from something that you didn't even know you were like holding on to. You know, I just see like these blocks you didn't even know you had, whether that's energetically or like in your body, or almost like when you have like muscle knots, you know, and I just see them like dissolving and going away. So maybe you're healing multiple things by really starting to both boss up, let your beautiful sun shine, take some leaps of faith into new territory, start to feel really independent. What are we at? This is like, I think this might be the longest reading, but I wanted to do the bird. I wanted to do the bird. Oh, except I don't think I have. Oh, I don't think I have the other one. Be right back. So I actually have two versions of this winged enchantment, and apparently I only have the words about the birds in one. So I went and grabbed the other box. But I used to use this deck a lot. I really like it. By who? Leslie Morrison and Lisa Hunt. It's called the Winged Enchantment. Let's get one card. Clarity for the collective. On the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, the Emperor. I mean, I also have to add, when you get these like minor arcana cards, did I have to do that? Minor arcana cards. It's not as huge of a deal as these big boys. When you get like the Emperor and the Fool, when that comes through, it's like more of an orchestration of spirit and the universe, of destiny energy that we are involved with, that we are meant to do. Whereas when you get the minor arcana, they're like little day-to-day situations that you have more control over maneuvering and dealing with and being in. So the biggies are that Fool, the Leap of Faith, and the Emperor, taking charge. I keep hearing game. I heard gaming up. I mean, I'm looking at the chess, but maybe some of you do something with video games. You program something. Maybe something in sports. Maybe some of you, like, I don't know, maybe you played like baseball or soccer or something in, like, you know, college or high school or something. Maybe you had an injury or something happened, you had to get a job. Maybe you couldn't pursue that, and maybe it's just literally joining like a local sport team, or maybe you can be the coach and teach kids or something like that. I mean, sometimes the best teachers or coaches are not necessarily the ones that are the best on the field or in that subject, like talent-wise or whatever, but they have a way of teaching. So maybe there is a way to revise something that was a dream you used to have, but a different way. That gave me the chills down my legs. So that was for somebody. Some of you are doing something with either sports, video games, hey, maybe if it's just even like playing games, maybe you have some advice on relationships, on psychology, or I don't know, like dating tips, wingman tips, wing lady tips, maybe something like that. Maybe it's not really like playing the game, but maybe giving somebody some advice. Maybe they have no game at all. Maybe it's just helpful for them to get a little boost of confidence to maybe just get out there. Maybe just actually say hello to somebody. Maybe you're going to point somebody toward their divine significant other. You know, just a little advice to give somebody just enough advice to not really, I'm not seeing like take advantage. I don't think it's that. I think that's different. I'm getting that just a little bit of confidence for someone to maybe get out there again, get out and meet somebody. One more card for the collective. Mockingbird, 22. Also a divine number. Maybe the 11 and 22 are important to you. A date, a birth date that brings you to a 4, brings you back to the Emperor, which is stability. Solid foundation, feeling stable, secure. Let's see what 22 is. Also, the eyes are closed. And the heart is open, as well as your third eye. So 22, Mockingbird. I am Mockingbird, master of integration. I am imitation. I am the ability, maybe that's that fake it till you make it thing that came through. If you don't feel really confident in something, maybe just get that uniform, get that outfit, put it on, and you will feel different. I'm able to take what I hear and make it something of my own. So it's not complete mimicking somebody. You can be inspired by artists or how others do something, but everybody's unique. You can't do it exactly like somebody else. So it's using that example and then having you, your true self, your sun, your energy come out and be expressive. I am observation and implementation. You may need to incorporate more in your sphere of influence. You may be required to listen to new signals around you. I am the necessity of learning from experience. You're getting a lot of learning energy here. I am the power of applying everything I retain. That would be the Emperor. Listen to new people, hear new songs. That's the Fool. Wow, that's so cool. It literally is a summary of everything that came through. I am the power of applying everything I retain. Listen to new people, hear new songs, speak new languages, like the world. I am the voice without fear. I am the ability to discern my own purpose from that of others. That's your unique, that's that unique thing. How your purpose, you can be influenced, but it's not going to be exactly the same. Maybe not even exactly the same like it was before if it's a redo. Somehow it's different. Imitate only to learn, and then create your own vision. I just see somebody now doing a cover. So maybe you heard a song over and over and over and over, and you can do it exactly like that artist. Now do it again, but try to make it your voice. That's a parable. It doesn't have to be you or a singer. Maybe you are. But try to, how would you make it your own special beat? You know, flavor, your little runs with the notes. Maybe vibrato or not vibrato. How would you change it? Maybe totally change the style. It makes me think of like Postmodern Jukebox. You know, they take songs like Britney Spears or Radiohead or something and make it sound like it's from 1920 or 30, or like it's a salsa, or it's, you know, they just, the style is different, but you know, it's a twist on something else. So it's not matchy. You are complexity of expression. You are a song in the darkness. You are open-minded. You are a mockingbird. Wow. I like how that summed everything up. This was a long reading, guys. Although I feel so blessed and grateful that this came through after earlier. Maybe it was my energy, maybe it wasn't the right time. I don't know. Sometimes we just get stuck, and sometimes it starts and it's just right. I hope that there was something here that helped you understand something, see something a different way, give you some inspiration, because it looks like you have a second chance for something that's going to bring something really stable and fulfilling and creative into your world. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. You're so special. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.